Hello and welcome to 1969 Baseball. Today the Cubs are going to host Houston for 2 games at Wrigley Field. This is the first of 2 in the middle of an 8-game homestand. As we head into today's game, we also see that the Cubs have made a trade. They have brought in Jamie Moyer on a trade, sending away the backup catcher John Felsky and a couple of minor leaguers. He will replace the injured Ken Holtzman in the rotation, who is going to miss 5 weeks coming up. Now, for today's game, Bill Hands is on the mound for the Cubs. He's making start number 12 with a 4-3 record, 2.73 ERA, and a 1.27 WHIP. The Cubs lineup today will include Gosger, Beckert, Williams, Santos, Blomberg, Hundley, Kessinger, Banks, and Hands batting 9th. The Astros are sending Don Wilson out to the mound. He's also making start number 12 with a 5-3 record, 2.09 ERA, and a 1.02 WHIP. The Astros lineup will include Thomas, Menke, Mayberry, Wynn, Watson, Miller, Rader, Martinez, and Wilson batting 9th. It is 66 degrees today in Chicago, and the wind is blowing out to left at 9 mph. It is time to get this game underway. The Cubs taking the field as Bill Hands is out on the mound doing his thing. So the Cubs now out on the field, Hands on the mound, Darryl Thomas up to lead off for the Astros. The Houston Astros come in with a record of 30-22, while the Cubs enter the game with a record of 26-25. And now, Hands on the mound looking to deliver the pitch. And there's a bunt attempt. That is going to be strike 2, which gives us a full count. So here comes the payoff pitch. And there's a liner into center field. That's going to be a leadoff single. Thomas rounding first and stopping. And so the Astros have their leadoff man on base. And now Hands facing Menke. With nobody out, runner on first. Here's a 1-1 count. And the pitch. Grounder towards short. The throw to second. No relay to first, however. The fielder's choice eliminating the lead runner. And Darryl Thomas is injured, but he's going to remain in the ballgame. So now with 1 out runner on first, Mayberry is the batter. Hands working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to be the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Jim Wynn with 2 outs and the runner on first. Here's a 2-2 count, and Wynn swinging and missing for strike 3. That's the second strikeout of the inning. And Hands, after the leadoff single, retires the next 3. We go to the bottom of the first of a scoreless ball game. Gosger leading off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the first inning. Full count. Gosger is waiting for the pitch. Wilson delivering. Inside for ball 4. Gosger draws the walk, and he is on base. And now we're going to see Glenn Beckert. Oh, but Watson is a really good catcher. He's got a great arm there behind the plate. We're not going to be running. So Beckert now facing Wilson. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch. Grounder past the shortstop into left field. That's another base hit. Stopping at second is Gosger, and the Cubs have back-to-back singles to lead off the bottom of the first. Billy Williams now the batter. With nobody out, runners on first and second. Williams facing Wilson. Here comes the first pitch. And he's going to ground that one to third. The throw goes to second. No relay to first, however. So the first out of the inning is recorded on the fielder's choice. And Dennis Menke apparently got hurt on that play, but he's going to remain in the game as well. So now Ron Santos is the batter. With runners on the corners and 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Cubs looking to break through with the first run of this ball game. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and there's a liner in right at the second baseman. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Menke makes the catch, robbing Santos of what would have certainly been an RBI single. So now Ron Blomberg is the batter with 2 outs, runners still on the corners. Wilson working with a 1-1 count. And there's a grounder up the middle. The shortstop has it. No throw to first, however. And Blomberg beats it out for an infield single. He gets the RBI, and the Cubs get a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Randy Hundley now the batter with 2 outs, runners on first and second. Hundley waiting for the full count pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Hundley strikes out to end the inning. The Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the second of a 1-0 ball game. Watson now facing Hands here in the top of the second inning. 1-2 is the count. Hands delivering the pitch. Liner into center field, going back is Gosger, and he reaches up and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Next up now, Norm Miller with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 1-1 count and the pitch to Miller. And that's a pop-up to left. Chasing is Williams toward the line. He puts it away for out number 2. Doug Rader now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Rader waiting for the pitch. Liner over the third baseman's head in left field. That will be a 2-out single for Doug Rader. He stops at first after a wide turn, and it brings up Marty Martinez. With 2 outs, 1 man on. 2-2 count. And strike 3 is called on the outside corner. So the Astros strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the second of a 1-0 Cub lead. Kessinger leading off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the second. With a 1-0 lead, Cubs trying to add to it. Here's a 1-2 count, and Kessinger's going to ground that one to first. Stepping on the base is the first baseman Mayberry, and that'll be out number 1. Ernie Banks now the batter with 1 out. Nobody on base. 1 strike count. And Banks is going to line that one into center field. Coming in fast is the center fielder Thomas, and he makes the running catch for out number 2. So now Bill Hands the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Hands, and he is going to swing and miss for strike 3, so that'll end the inning. The Cubs do not score. They go down in order. We go to the top of the third of a 1-0 ball game. Hands now facing Wilson in the top of the third. Full count pitch, Hands delivering. Check swing for strike 3. That is out number 1. Darryl Thomas now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Hands working with a 1-2 count. And strike 3 is called. Hands gets the call on the curveball right on the outside corner. That's out number 2, strikeout number 5 for Hands, and it brings up Dennis Menke. 2-1 is the count. Hands delivering the pitch. Grounder toward first. Banks picks it up. He flips to the pitcher covering, which will end the inning. The Astros go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the third of a 1-0 Cub lead. Jim Gosger leading off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the third inning. Wilson working with a 2-1 count, and he is delivering the pitch. There's a grounder to third, picked up and thrown over to first. That is out number 1. Beckert now the batter with 1 out, nobody on base. 2-2 count to Glenn Beckert, and he's going to ground that one sharply to short. Shortstop picks it up, throws to first for out number 2. Billy Williams now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Williams waiting for the 0-2 pitch. And a liner into left field. That is going to be a 2-out single. Billy Williams stopping at first. And now Ron Santo the batter with 1 man on and 2 outs. Santo waiting for the full count pitch. And he's going to swing and miss for strike 3 to end the inning. That was a fastball he could not catch up with. So the Cubs strand a runner. They still lead 1-0 going into the top of the 4th. And Hands is going to face Mayberry to lead off for the Astros, top of the 4th inning. 1 ball count. Here's the pitch. Popped up to right. Blomberg chasing toward the line. He looks up and puts it away for out number 1. Jim Wynn now the batter. 1 out and nobody on. Hands working with a full count. And a grounder toward short. Picked up, but no throw to first. Oh, the throw is very late. I'm sorry, I don't know why he even bothered with that. Jim Wynn gets the infield single as he sped down the line to beat that out. And now Watson the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. Hands working with a 1 ball count. The runner goes, the throw down to second, and he is safe. So Wynn has his 3rd stolen base of the season. Hands now facing Watson with a tying run in scoring position. Top of the 4th inning. 2-0 count. Grounder towards short. Kessinger has it. He throws over to first, and that'll be out number 2. The runner advances to third, and now Norm Miller is the batter. The Astros have the tying run 90 feet away. 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Here is the pitch. And a liner into center field, going to play it on the hop. That's going to tie the ball game. Gosger gets it back into the cutoff man. Norm Miller with the RBI single to tie the game in the top of the 4th inning. Rader now facing Hands in the top of the 4th with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's the 1 ball count. And the pitch. Liner past the second baseman in right field for another base hit. The throw goes over to third. The runner, however, is going to slide in safely. And now the Astros have runners in the corners with 2 outs. Marty Martinez is the next batter. Top of the 4th inning. Hands struggling to get the 3rd out here in the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch to Martinez. And a drive center field going back off the wall. 1 run is in. The left fielder Williams grabs it. 2 runs are going to score. The throw goes to third, and that is going to be an RBI triple as the Astros take a 3-1 lead in the top of the 4th inning. Hands now facing the pitcher Wilson with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. 3 runs are in. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder to third, picked up by Santos, throwing across the diamond to end the inning. But not before the Astros take the lead. They get 3 runs in the top of the 4th here at Wrigley Field. Blomberg now leading off against Wilson in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cubs need to get a couple of them to tie this game up. There's a grounder to short. Oh, it's sharply hit and it's out of his glove. So Martinez doesn't risk the throw. Blomberg credited with an infield single. That's his 2nd of the day. And now Hundley facing Wilson in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and Hundley's going to drive that one to the gap in right center field, going all the way to the wall. Hundley heading for extra bases. Blomberg rounding third and stopping, and the Cubs now have runners on 2nd and 3rd with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Don Kessinger, the batter. Kessinger coming up with a chance to tie up this ball game. Bottom of the 4th inning, nobody out, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Wilson working with a 1-1 count. And Kessinger grounds it to 2nd. This is going to drive in a run. The throw goes over to 1st, and the run scores. So the Cubs have now made this a 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ernie Banks now the batter. 1 out, tying run 90 feet away. Banks needs to get this one out of the infield. Here's the 1-ball count, and he's going to line that one into right field for another base hit. The game is tied. Ernie Banks with the RBI single, and the Cubs are now tied up at 3 with the Astros. Bill Hands now the batter with Banks on first. Hands is going to be asked to lay down the sacrifice here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The bunt is down the first base line. The throw goes to the second baseman who's covering first, and that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. So Banks advancing to 2nd on the sacrifice. The Cubs now have the go-ahead run in scoring position, and Jim Gosger is the batter. With 2 outs, Gosger facing Wilson. 3-0 count. Way inside for ball 4. He had to dive out of the way of that one. And now the 2nd walk of the day issued by Wilson brings up Glenn Beckert. With the go-ahead run still in scoring position, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch and a liner into center field. That's another base hit. Is Banks going to score? He's rounding third and heading home. He's going to score without a throw. So the Cubs now have a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's an RBI base hit for Glenn Beckert, giving him his 18th RBI of the season, and now Billy Williams is the batter. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Williams waiting for the full count pitch, and he swings and misses for strike 3, which ends the inning. However, the Cubs score 3 times and take the 4-3 lead into the top of the 5th inning. Hands now facing the top of the Astros lineup in the top of the 5th inning. Hands working with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Darryl Thomas, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the first out of the inning is recorded, and Menke is the next batter. 1 out, nobody on. Hands working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And a liner in right field, that'll be a base hit. So a 1-out single for Menke gives the Astros the tying run on first base. And now we're going to warm up a reliever just in case Hands can't get out of the 5th inning here. We're going to warm up Diego Segui. Now, Hands facing Mayberry with 1 out, runner on first in the top of the 5th. Hands needs a double play right here. Let's see if he can induce the ground ball. 2-strike count, and he gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's the 2nd out of the inning. And it brings up Jim Wynn with 2 outs and the runner on first. Hands facing Wynn here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-2 is the count. Hands delivers, and there is strike 3 called. So Hands with 8 strikeouts in 5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th of a 4-3 ball game. And now Santos facing Wilson here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Segui is ready to come into this game. He is going to be brought in for the 6th inning. So Wilson facing Santos, bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Cubs. 2-2 count. And Santos grounds it up the middle. Shortstop has it, throws over to first, and that is out number 1. Next up, Ron Blomberg with 1 out and nobody on. 3-1 is the count. Blomberg waiting for the pitch. Liner into center field. That's a base hit. Blomberg 3 for 3 on the day. He stops at first with a single. And now Randy Hundley, the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on. Hundley facing Wilson. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Hundley pops it up on the right side of the infield. Second baseman going out into short right field makes the catch on the grass for out number 2. That'll bring up Don Kessinger with a runner on first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kessinger waiting for the 1-2 pitch. And here it comes. A liner into the gap in left center field. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third is Blomberg. He is going to try to score. Kessinger sliding into third safely with a triple, and the Cubs now have a 5-3 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So an RBI triple for Kessinger, RBI number 27 of the season for him, and it brings up Ernie Banks. We're going to get Segui back up, just make sure he's ready. Banks now facing Wilson with 2 outs and the runner on third. Here is the first pitch to Ernie Banks. They're going to intentionally walk him, so that will bring up the pitcher's spot, which means that we need a pinch hitter. Bill Hands is going to be pinch hit for, and the pinch hitter coming off the bench will be Wes Parker. Parker, the switch hitter, going to bat from the left side against the righty Wilson here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner on the corners and 2 outs. 1 run already in. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Parker checking his swing. That is ball 4. So the walk is drawn. The bases are loaded. And now Jim Gosger, the batter. Gosger 0 for 1 on the day. Facing Wilson with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Cubs trying to break this one open in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And Gosger loops it into right field. However, the second baseman, Mankey, ranges back to get it for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Cubs score one more time. We go to the top of the 6th of a 5-3 ball game. And now Parker's going to remain in the game to play first base. Segui will come in and pitch in the number 8 spot. So now Diego Segui comes into the game. He has thrown 31 innings, walked 21, struck out 28, has a 3.48 ERA. Segui will face Watson, Miller, and Rader here in the top of the 6th inning. Full count pitch. Diego Segui looking to deliver. Here it comes. Check swing for strike 3. So that's the first out of the inning. Miller now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-strike count and the pitch to Miller. Liner into center field, going back. Center fielder is going to play it off the wall. That's going to be extra bases. The throw goes to second, and Gosger is a little late with it as Miller has a 1-out double here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Rader is the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on. Segui working with a 1-strike count and a liner into center field. This time Gosger will come in to make the play. He catches it for out number 2. So Marty Martinez, the next batter, with 2 outs and the runner on second. Martinez facing Segui with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. Grounder toward third. Santos has it. He throws to first, which will end the inning. So the Astros strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 6th of a 5-3 ball game. Glenn Beckert going to lead off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 6th inning against Don Wilson. He's coming out, starting out the inning with 106 pitches already thrown. Here's the 1-strike count and the pitch. There's a looper into left field coming in fast as the left fielder. He will make the catch for out number 1. Billy Williams now the batter. He is 1 for 3 today. Facing Wilson with a 1-strike count. And Williams lines that one into center field. That'll be a 1-out single. Billy Williams with a wide turn stops at first. And now Ron Santos the batter. With one out, one man on. Santos facing Wilson. He is 0 for 3 today. He's certainly due for a base hit here. First pitch to Santos, and it gets away. Williams is going to advance down to second. So the Cubs now have the runner in scoring position. Santos facing Wilson with a 3-0 count, and ball 4 is issued. So the walk puts runners on first and second for the Cubs with one out, bringing up Ron Blomberg. Blomberg is 3 for 3 today with an RBI. Facing Wilson with one out at the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a 3-1 count. And that's a looper past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. Rounding third and stopping. This is going to load the bases for the Cubs as Williams stops at third. The infield now is drawn in, and Randy Hundley is the next batter. I feel like it might be prudent to warm up another reliever as the Astros... Yeah, all right. We're going to warm up the reliever. Which one? I feel like the guy to warm up is Edmondson. So now Randy Hundley is batting. The Cubs have the bases loaded and one out in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2 is the count. Infield drawn in. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Hundley, not able to drive in the run, brings in Don Kessinger. With 2 outs and the bases still loaded. Kessinger facing Wilson. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1-ball count. There's a liner on the ground to second base. The throw goes over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs leave the bases loaded. They do not score. We go to the top of the 7th of a 5-3 ball game. And now, Diego Segui is on the mound. He is out here for inning of work number 2. He threw 12 pitches. And we need to warm up the lefty. I feel like we should probably warm up Hamilton in case if we get to Mayberry, Hamilton can come in and try to strike him out to end the inning. Actually, the guy really is Don Eddy. So, anyway. So Segui now facing Jesus Alou, who's pinch hitting for the Astros in the top of the 7th inning. Segui with the first pitch to Alou. And there's a liner, left field, going back is Williams toward the wall. He makes the catch for out number 1. And now the switch hitting Darryl Thomas will bat from the left side against the righty Diego Segui. Here is the full count pitch from Segui. And a grounder toward first. Parker has it, flips to the pitcher covering, and that is out number 2. So Segui now facing Menke with 2 outs and nobody on top of the 7th inning. Here's a full count pitch. And a liner up the middle, that'll be a 2-out base hit. So, stopping at first is Menke with a single. And now Don Eddy is going to be brought in to face Mayberry here in the top of the 7th inning. And we already had Edmondson warmed up. He's still ready. So Eddy is going to come in. And he is going to face Mayberry with 2 outs and the runner on first here in the top of the 7th inning. Eddy working with a 1-strike count. Here comes the pitch. He's looking to record this out. There's a pop-up to left. Chasing is Williams toward the corner. He puts it away to end the inning. So the Astros strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the 7th of a 5-3 ball game. And now, the new Astros pitcher is going to be Jim Ray. He comes in out of the Astros bullpen with 20 2/3 innings thrown, 14 walks, 22 strikeouts, and a 5.23 ERA. The Cubs, for their part, are going to send up a pinch hitter, who is going to be Rick Blatt. Blatt, pinch hitting for the Cubs, here to lead off in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-strike count. Blatt waiting for the pitch from Ray. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Blatt strikes out swinging to lead off the inning, bringing up Wes Parker. 1 out, nobody on. Ray facing Parker with a 1-strike count. And Parker lines that one to left field. That's a base hit. He's going to stop at first with a single. And now the Cubs, looking for some insurance runs, have a runner on base, and Jim Gosger's the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 2-1's the count. Gosger waiting for the pitch. Liner into center field for another base hit. Gosger getting the single. Parker stops at second. And now Glenn Beckert is the batter. 1 out, 2 men on. Ray facing Beckert with a 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Beckert strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. It brings up Billy Williams. Williams 2 for 4 today. Facing Ray with 2 men on and 2 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Full count pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, which will end the inning. So the Cubs strand 2. They do not score. We go to the top of the 8th of a 5-3 ball game. And now Edmondson, who was supposed to be ready, but he's cold again. So we may have created a little bit of an issue here. Edmondson is going to have to come into the game. Even though he might not want to exactly. So he's going to come in and face. We're going to visit the mound. It says I've got plenty left in the tank. We might need to have Brewer warming up because I don't know how this is going to go. Edmondson's going to face Wynn, Watson, and Miller here in the top of the 8th inning. Full count. Edmondson delivering the pitch. Here's the sign and the delivery, and that is a check swing, ball 4. So Edmondson issues the walk to lead off the inning, and now Watson is the batter. Wynn is over on first. We need to pay attention to him. Throw over to first. See if we can catch him napping. Chasing him back. We're going to throw over there again, and he dives back safely again. So now we're going to throw a pitch to Watson. See how this goes. There's strike 1. Look at that. Belt high fastball. Throw over to first again. Not in time. All right. Pitch. Strike 2. Look at that. Got another fastball at 91 there. All right. Let's see if he can get out of this. 2-2 count. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Edmondson gets the first out of the inning. Now Norm Miller is the batter. Runner still on first. Brewer ready to come into this game if necessary. Top of the 8th inning. Here's the 1-ball count and the pitch to Miller. And there's a liner into center field. Gosger chasing toward the gap. He makes a diving catch for the second out of the inning. He just saved a base hit right there, possibly a run. So now Rader is the batter. With 2 outs and the runner on first, we're going to sit Brewer down. Edmondson working with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here's a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And Edmondson gets out of the inning on a cold turkey appearance. We go to the bottom of the 8th now, a 5-3 ball game. Santos leading off for the Cubs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Facing Ray for his second inning work. Here's a 1-ball count and the pitch to Santos. Grounder towards short, picked up and thrown over to first. That is out number 1. Next up, Ron Blomberg with 1 out, nobody on. Ray working with a 1-2 count. And that is strike 3 called right at the knees. So that is the second out of the inning. And it brings up Randy Hundley. And now we need to get Brewer back up to make sure he's ready to pitch. Brewer in the bullpen working, warming up. Hundley facing Ray with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the first pitch to Randy Hundley. And there's a grounder to third. The throw goes over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go to the top of the 9th of a 5-3 ball game. Brewer is going to come into this game now. He is going to come into the game. He's thrown 24 2/3 innings, walked 14, struck out 23 with a 4.38 ERA. He is looking to earn the save here in the top of the 9th inning. He's going to face Martinez, the pitcher spot, and Darryl Thomas in the top of the 9th inning. 1-2 is the count. Brewer looking to deliver the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that is the first strikeout for Brewer, first out of the inning. And now Jackie Brandt is the pinch hitter off the Astros bench. He's coming in with a .310 batting average, 2 home runs, and 22 RBIs. With 1 out, nobody on, Brewer working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch and a liner into center field. Chasing is Gosger, and he makes the running catch in right center for the second out of the inning. Darryl Thomas now the batter. Astros down to their final out. Here's a 1-2 count. Brewer delivering the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, which ends the game. So the Cubs are victorious today. It's a white flag day at Wrigley Field. The Cubs getting 5 runs on 13 hits with no errors. The Astros, 3 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. The Cubs' Bill Hands earns the win. He threw 5 innings of 7-hit, 3-run baseball with 8 strikeouts and no walks. He improves to 5-3. The Cubs' bullpen provided 4 scoreless innings of relief, Brewer getting his 3rd save as a Cub. And the Astros, Wilson suffers the loss. He drops to 5-4. He threw 6 innings, 11 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, with 5 walks and 5 strikeouts. The player of the game for the Cubs is Ron Blomberg today. He managed to go 4 for 5 with 2 runs scored and an RBI in today's game. And the Cubs now improve to 27-25 while the Astros drop to 30-23. Thank you for watching 1969 Baseball.